Jill Tokuda is heading to Washington after defeating Republican Joe Akana in Hawaii's 2nd Congressional District and replaces Kai Kahele, who left office to run for governor. And joining us this morning is Congresswoman-elect Jill Tokuda. Thanks for joining us in studio this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Now, first off, congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
It's still settling in here, but just feel so humbled and honored that the voters of Congressional District 2, really resonated with the message that we're putting out there, that we have to put people at the center of all of the service that we do, all the work that we do. And, we've literally traveled these islands from Hilo to Hanalei and spent countless days, months even, if you will, in the community listening to people and really focusing in on how we're going to roll our sleeves up and get to work together to make life better for all of our communities. And so, the first printout we saw last night was a very chicken skin moment when you realized that it did click with everyone, that this election was not about us on the ballot. It's about all of us in the community here in Hawaii trying to work towards that better future we all want.
What about the message for the people that didn't vote for you and you guys are trying to move forward and work together, like you said?
Absolutely. To me, the really hard work begins today and beyond. It's getting out there in the community and talking to absolutely everyone. And we know when we run for office, there are those who supported us and there's those who supported the other candidates. It's about drawing people in, sitting down and finding those common things that we believe have to happen and working together in that way. And it's likely going to be the same in Congress when you think about it. It's really working across all aisles and seeing each other as people first and focusing on putting people at the center of the agenda.
Now, you pivoted and decided to run for Congress. You were initially going to do lieutenant governor, but you pivoted. How tough of a decision was that? Because you have 2 boys and you're going to be away a lot.
I just feel, again, very blessed. I have such a strong family network that stands up every day, whether I'm in office or running a small business, that's really there to support my husband and I and make sure that our 2 sons are good and okay and gets to where they need to, whether it's school or activities. And it was always a hard decision. I'll tell you this, anyone who wants to run for any office, state house representative or Congress or governor, lieutenant governor, it's a tough decision. You're forced to make sacrifices. But at the same time, sitting down with my husband and our 2 boys, Matt and Aiden, it was a discussion about how we could make it work, but more importantly, how important it is that we have that voice reflected in Congress. A working mother that has to balance and juggle priorities of family, community, and life and leadership. And to me, that's a superpower that's somewhat understated sometimes. Every day in our community, people have to make tough decisions for their families to make sure that their business is okay, professional decisions. That balance, to me, and understanding that tension and struggle is really critical. And we have to remember that when we go to Congress and make real-life decisions for real-life people.
How do you make it work in Congress? Because right now, Congress, both chambers still up in the air. Yeah. Congressman Ed Case was on our show earlier this morning. I asked him, any advice for the new Congresswoman-elect? And he said, we got to all work together. And we also tell her that she needs to focus on the principles that she ran on and focus on the big picture, because there's going to be a lot of things coming at you.
Absolutely. Definitely, I think first and foremost, always enter any situation with humility. I think we definitely learned that and absorbed that here in Hawaii. There's going to be a lot of learning, I know, from day one. Right now, from a lot of different places, including members of our congressional delegation. But also remember, I think that is right. Why are we there? Who are we there to really serve? And again, it's about making sure that in all the actions that we take, whether it be through legislation, whether it be through engagements, that remember, it's always about the people. And I think if you take a look at the elections, both in Hawaii and across the country, there's a lot of distrust. There's a lot of discouragement that we feel out there. Our job's going to be from day one to really start to restore hope and trust.
How do you get over that hurdle and make people believe in the hope and trust?
One of the things that I saw as I was going through the communities, and I remember sitting on a beach in Waianae with the Kupuna Council there, and a gentleman told me, a retiree, said, I'm a nobody. All the decisions are made down there in downtown. I'm a nobody. And it broke my heart, because no one should feel that they're a nobody. Everybody is somebody. And what, corresponded from that conversation was the fact that in order for people to feel that they have hope, that they're somebody, first and foremost, it starts with you being present. You being present to listen and let them know that they matter, their voices matter, their opinion matters. And so I think overcoming some of that hurdle is being present, continuing to engage, to genuinely listen. But more importantly, what people right now, we need action. Again, like I said, looking at our 2 sons every night, I understand the urgency in which we're dealing here. If we don't make good decisions, right decisions now, it's too late for some of our kids and families. They're going to leave this wonderful place. And I'm running, and I ran because I know with that sense of urgency, we got to go now, do work for them.
Now, moving forward, what's your timeline and agenda in getting to Washington?
Well, it's a quick turnaround. I will tell you, I literally will get on a plane on Friday because I start orientation and new member classes from Sunday first thing in the morning. So we'll quickly be moving there, but also on our website right now, tokutaforhawaii.com, we have put up a landing page. We are accepting resumes for folks who would like to join our team because, as you know, no one person can do it themselves. And so want to put together a team that is reflective of our district, really embraces that love of Hawaii and for our communities and for our people. And so we're looking forward to putting a really great team together. So anyone interested in putting their name forward, and I hope many do, we do have that as a landing page right now. And later this week, we'll actually announce some of our initial key leadership team members too. So we're very excited about literally the next week and what's in store for us.
Congresswoman-elect Jill Tokuda, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And once again, congratulations.
Mahalo.